What high school teachers won't tell students about career options. They should have told you what jobs are out there. I've taught financial literacy at the high school level for over a year now. I'm incredibly surprised by what students have learned from their other teachers. The only 3 careers teachers ever recommend are doctors, lawyers, and engineers. They never recommend any other careers to students. This is a huge problem because some of the careers with the highest suicide rates are doctors and lawyers. Why are we encouraging them to work in that field, then? When students never hear about any other career options, they feel like failures after graduation. If they don't pursue one of those 3 degrees when they graduate high school, they'll get a job working minimum wage in an unskilled job and never advance to a different career because they don't know what options they have. Sure, you can argue that students have access to the internet and can look up those careers themselves. But hearing what their options are from a person they trust is different than doing a Google search. This is why teachers should encourage students to pursue careers other than being a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer. And while some teachers will assign their students an online exam that'll tell them what career they should pursue, I found that the test is usually unsatisfying and discouraging. It told me to become an architect just because I like to play Minecraft. When I taught my students to research different careers, I instructed them to go to YouTube and look up day in the life of. By doing so, they were able to see what the job entails and see if it's something that interests them. Most students fell more in love with their career choice. Those that didn't looked for a different career and video to research. When I tell my students to do research, I give them plenty of options to choose from. One student told me she wanted to be a pilot. Another said she wanted to be a welder. One said he wanted to be a truck driver. There are plenty of careers available. If you'd like to see what else is out there, you can read a little about other career options below. If you like to design, you have the option of being a graphic designer. Here, you'll create visual concepts using computer software to create logos, ads, or website designs to inform and inspire consumers to purchase a product. User experience, UX, designer, you'll design the experience users have with a product, website, or application. If you ever wonder why some apps are difficult to use or it's hard to find things, it's because of their UX designer. Interior designer, ever wonder why there are so many rooms at IKEA? Or why Apple stores have a white interior and glass all over? Interior designers create functional and aesthetic spaces to live in and oversee the implementation of design to create the best space possible. Fashion designer, they create original clothing and accessories, select fabrics, sketch designs to keep up with new fashion trends, and bring their creations to life. Website designer, if you've ever wondered why some websites still look like they're from the 1990s, it's because that website hasn't hired a website designer to update it to 2023. Web designers make the site easily accessible to consumers. This job requires you to learn programming languages like HTML and CSS to build websites. Motion graphics designer or visual effects, VFX, designer, motion graphics and VFX designers focus primarily on animations, visual effects, stop motion, and CGI. Most of these designers work in movies, television, advertising, digital media, or freelance. All of these careers require you to be creative, have an imagination, and have the drive to produce the best content possible. Some of these jobs do require a college degree, but in some, you can get away with creating a portfolio and showing it to your future employer. If you like to write, you can be a author. If you enjoy creating fiction or nonfiction, becoming an author is a great option. You can write novels, short stories, poetry, cookbooks, and more. The biggest problem you'll encounter as an author is learning how to market so you can make more sales. Journalist, if you like to report the news, gather, and investigate information, then becoming a journalist is a great option. There are plenty of YouTubers who gather information and report the news from a left or right political standpoint. Or, if you only like writing, blogging is also a good option. Content writer or copywriter, in this career, you will write articles for websites, blogs, or for marketing purposes. The goal is to write persuasive content that'll convince the reader to purchase the product. Screenwriter/scriptwriter/storyteller, these people write scripts for TV shows, movies, radio shows, podcasts, or video games. If you enjoy telling stories but don't see yourself becoming an author, then this is a career choice you should consider. Editor, this career reviews and revises content. They check for coherence, grammar, and clarity. Without editors, most writers wouldn't survive. In all of these careers, you have the option of exploring your passion for writing. All of these jobs require you to be creative, be a good writer, and enjoy your career. Some of these jobs require you to go to college, but some of them just require you to show a portfolio of previous writings you've done. If you like to work with your hands, you can be a carpenter. In this career, you'll work with wood and construct, install, and repair furniture and structures. If you're creative, you can design dining sets or other furniture for people and sell them for a profit. Electrician, here, you'll work with, obviously, electricity, wire, circuits, and electrical equipment. You'll make sure the equipment is properly functioning and is safe for consumers. Most electricians will install, maintain, or repair any electrical problems in homes, commercial properties, or the city grid. Plumber, while plumbers earn a respectable income, it's not the cleanest. Plumbers install, repair, and maintain facilities for residential, commercial, and industrial environments. They ensure everything functions properly. Welder, there are different kinds of welding, like arc, gas, or marine welding. All of them work with metals to create or repair structures, machinery, or vehicles by joining metal parts together using heat. Automotive technician, if you like cars, this is for you. Here, you'll diagnose, repair, and maintain vehicles. To work in auto tech, you need to learn about engines, electrical systems, brakes, and other components. HVAC technician, these technicians work with furnaces, air conditioning systems, and ductwork. They maintain, install, and repair residential and commercial buildings' heating, ventilation, and air conditioning units. Mason, as a mason, you'll work with bricks, stones, and concrete blocks to construct homes and buildings, walkways, and chimneys. If you're creative, you can design unique chimneys for families who enjoy hosting BBQs. Landscaper or gardener, if you like the idea of working mobile, then you can be a landscaper or gardener. Here, you design, install, and maintain outdoor spaces, including gardens, lawns, and parks. If you like to work with people, you can be a teacher. I'm honestly surprised most teachers don't tell their students to become one. If you like to facilitate learning, develop a child's critical thinking skills, and provide support, this is a job to consider. Counselor/therapist/social worker, in this field, you will work with individuals and communities in need by providing support, whether it's mental, emotional, or social. There are plenty of careers to pick from within this field, like family counselors, marriage, trauma, drug rehab, and more. Event planners, if you like the idea of running your own business, this is a career option to look into. As an event planner, you will organize and coordinate events like weddings, baby showers, bachelorette parties, conferences, or corporate gatherings. The goal is to make the event memorable and successful for the attendees. Nurse/healthcare provider, if you enjoy the medical field, this is an option for you. You can work as a medical or dental assistant, become a trauma or travel nurse, or a pediatric nurse. Working here means you will interact with patients and provide medical care, support, and information to help them. Personal trainer, here, you work one-on-one with clients to implement fitness programs that will help them achieve their health and fitness goals. Your goal is to provide support and encouragement during workouts. Conclusion. Are these the only careers available? Absolutely not. But these are careers that you can look into. If none of these careers call your attention, you can always search online for the highest in-demand jobs or highest-paying jobs for this year. By doing so, you can ensure the next job you choose will be one you will easily get hired for and will be paid a good salary. Hopefully, teachers can provide students with more career options. While this isn't a complete list, this is meant to encourage students to search for more options.